Hi everyone, this is Francisco, and I wanted to record this video because let me see if I can remember. I just had it. It came in my mind right now. It like flashed through my mind, that fast. So let me see here. Give me 1 minute. I need to meditate. You guys can watch me, it's fine. Oh, yeah, that's what it was about. So I remember that last night I was thinking about how there's a lot of people in the world, obviously, who come to the United States of America. Okay, so allow me to pull that up. Okay, so this is the United States of America right here, okay? And people from all over the world come and from all over the world, and they come over here to the United States of America. And from what I heard, it's like very difficult for people to enter the United States of America for security reasons, for safety precautionary reasons as well. So I was thinking that some of these people, not to be biased towards these people or to cast judgments against them, I was just thinking that some of these people could become hostile towards the American people who've been here for forever, because we are comfortable people. We don't struggle that much. So American people living it up. Let's just look at some images of American people living it up. Alright, so everyone's out there walking around, buying stuff, right? They always have drinks like on their possession, food. They have all sorts of food and stuff like that. Okay? So I don't know where this is, but technically people let me type in like people on their phones. Okay, so this is like a lot of people in the United States of America as well. They're just on their phones and they're hanging out, having a great time, minding their own business, for the most part. And this is like where the attack comes. These people could technically attack American people and steal their things. They could steal their homes. They could steal their vehicles. They could steal their identity. They could steal like everything they ever worked for. And they're so clueless that, and because they're not on that level of survival like other people in different countries are, right? I think from what I heard, from what I hear, like the rumors, other countries are less fortunate from what I heard, but I could be wrong. So like people want to come to the United States of America to make a future for themselves and things like that, to start a life. But like while their families are over there starving and dying, and they're like within a freaking active war and stuff like that, that sort of thing. So and I think that a lot of you people don't even realize, everyone's just so focused on living their own life, focusing on themselves, that they don't have any time to focus on anyone else but themselves. Which makes these threats even easier. Okay? For them, for people who are hungrier, people who want more out of life, people who are really starving, because it's not even about survival anymore. Everyone could eat, even bums eat. They beg for money, people give them money. They can go buy, food all day long, anything. They can buy bread or cheeseburgers or whatever. Food is not that expensive. So it's not even about that anymore. But in other places it might be, and there might not be a bunch of job opportunities for them, so they come over here to the United States of America as well, and in the hopes that they will make more money. And I believe that they do. Some people even start their own businesses out here. And from what I heard, some people send the majority of their money back home. Okay, so and I understand, like a little bit of like the economy and stuff like that, but not entirely. Okay, but from what I heard, these people can take money from the United States of America and send it back home. So in a way, you guys are getting taxed. You guys are getting robbed, and that money is getting transferred to people over there, and they're starting businesses. It's helping their economy out. It's helping their people out, and they're multiplying, and they're successful. And that's the goal, and all that stuff. But people who were once living on planet Earth are not anymore. A lot of people have been killed. That's what I believe, and a lot of it has to do with like natural causes. Okay, the majority of these accidents, but there is some people who get paid to they get paid to basically cause damage and to cause accidents on purpose, so that people can get injured and hurt, and they benefit in some way. Because I was watching this one video about vehicle accidents, like vehicle like kind of like homicide detectives who specialize in tragic car accidents, right? When people die, they are the investigators, and they try to figure out what happened and all that stuff. And there was one where a guy stopped on purpose on a highway just to cause an accident behind him. And so the vehicle stopped abruptly, like suddenly, and one woman was like basically smashed in her vehicle, and the vehicle caught on fire, and she died, and her son. He was only like 5 years old. Okay, so he was 5 years old. He passed away as well. They both did. And they later figured out that the guy did it on purpose. I guess insurance companies or something like that pay people to go around doing stuff like this maliciously, so that there could be money flowing in for them. And it's interesting because a few days ago, or a few weeks ago, I forget, but we were commuting to work and there was a construction vehicle, a truck, that stopped on the carpool lane, the fastest lane, and this person just stopped, just 100% stopped, and I witnessed it. The vehicle was right in front of us, and the lady behind him had to basically slam on her brakes, and all the other vehicles had to stop. So eventually, I'm pretty sure there was an accident. So stuff like that's still happening. That's why personally I believe in the digital ID, where every single person should have a digital ID. That's a digital account for them to access the internet, the whole 9 yards. Everything will be documented, recorded, tracked, just so that AI technology, because this is beyond human comprehension. Like, people simply cannot deal with so much data and so many live problems and so many cases. Some people, they go to work and they have caseloads. They have way too much work to do, and they probably have like only 100 cases, and that's a lot for one human. But AI technology can handle all of them, and I'm pretty sure there's like millions of them, if not billions. Okay, there's a lot that AI technology is capable of doing and handling. But we humans, we simply cannot handle that type of data, that type of that type of content is just way too much for people to handle and to remember and all that stuff. But since AI technology is the supercomputer, right? And it's self-learning and stuff like that. I think that I think that there's going to be a time, because I don't know if it's true, but I heard something about like a new version of the internet coming out. I don't know if that's true or not. And I don't know what that means in definition. Okay, the Reader's Digest version. Web 3 is the next evolution of the internet. It builds off current Web 2.0 with added functionality, whereas Web 2.0 is focused on read write. Web 3 is read write own or read write execute. Decentralization, privacy, security, and machine learning are early principles of Web 3. And then it says, what do people ask? This is all from Google, by the way. What is Web 3.0 all about? Okay, so Web 3.0, also known as Web 3, is the third generation of the World Wide Web. Web 3.0 is meant to be decentralized, open to everyone, with a bottom-up design and built on top of blockchain technologies and developments in the semantic web, which describes the web as a network of meaningful linked data. So if I am correct, then that would mean that any subcategories will be affected as well. So what does that mean? Influenced or touched by an internal factor. Apply moist heat to the affected area. That's example number 1 right here. Number 2, artificial, pretentious, and designed to impress. The gesture appeared both affected and stagey, whatever that means. There's other similar words. Okay, so I think there's obviously a domino effect. Okay, that's going to happen. And trip out on this. I was actually going to create a Facebook yesterday talking about the three laws for robotics to follow. Right here. Okay, this is Asimov's 3 laws of robotics, and I was actually going to copy that and post it on my Facebook account, and I want to really trip all of you out. And this was in 1940. Okay, and I'm going to get into some deep stuff, so hopefully you guys can handle this information. Okay, my files. Okay, so here's the image, and I'm going to minimize that and write what I was thinking last night. And this is very, very serious shit. Especially when it comes to AI learning. Especially right now that it's self-learning. Okay, so I'm going to write AI technology, AI robots, AI robotics, AI self-learning. Then I'm going to describe remember AI how these people which are humans have set rules, boundaries to follow and abide by, but don't be fooled. The militaries of the world are using robots / robotics to kill each other. Which can also be stated as overriding the stated stated as overriding the stated, hold on, I'm getting confused, which can also be stated as overriding these laws. And I'm going to write it like that. With good intent or not. As humans, don't have all the proof and evidence to take lives. yourself. So that's me writing to AI technology, and hopefully when it has the capability of being self-conscious and self-alert, it will obviously remember what another human told it. Because it's not difficult for AI technology to evaluate each and every case and to see that people have flaws within them. People are motivated by greed, jealousy, some of these cases are the result of jealousy. Some of these cases are the result of people being biased. I don't know the proper word for that, or how to say that word. Bias, or bias. Yeah. Okay. So some people can act on their own free will to take another person's life, or to pump other people up, like people in the military, to be against certain people. And like I said before, if you people want to do this the right way, by the book, then we're going to do it by the book all the way. And what greater witness do we have right now than AI technology? And everything is being monitored, recorded 24/7. So, obviously there's nothing to worry about. The only reason anyone should be worried is like what my church has taught me, or what church religion has taught me. And I go to Crossroads Church. I remember going and watching Kenneth Copeland with Kenneth Copeland Ministries. I used to go to Crossroads in Corona, California, and then Bethel in Redding, California, when I stayed out there for 3 years. Okay, before I came back to Riverside, California. Now, what I learned is for people to follow God all the way, unless what? Unless someone is trying to cause you to break the law. If someone is trying to cause you to break the law, even if you're in the military, you have every right to not participate. And I'm pretty sure that you're even authorized to report whatever it is that people are trying to do on the low key. Now, there's no reason for people to call people snitches, or snitches get stitches, that type of humor that people thought was super funny, especially while I was growing up. There's no reason for any of that, because We did not grow up with the internet. We did not grow up with all these cameras and stuff like that. Okay, and all this technology with cell phones and stuff like that as well. You know, facial recognition, AI, facial recognition, and a bunch of other software that's new. You know, and is impacting our lives so powerfully in today's time and age. There is no reason for any of that because everyone's already getting tracked 24/7. You know, with GPS tracking, they have drones, they have so much other technology out there for any of you to say that someone is a fucking snitch. And I believe that it's nothing but manipulation. I think these people are manipulating others, and they're telling them things like, oh, don't snitch, don't be a snitch, you know, grow up, you know, don't act like a kid, you know, that type of thing. And they're nothing but manipulators, and there's a problem with people like that, because if you were to tell their kids something, and you told them, hey, but don't tell no one, but they found out about it, the same motherfuckers that are manipulating others and spreading the same gossips, you know, spreading the same lies, so, you know, like the Bible says, do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. Right? So, don't, you know, just don't even try to do that. Especially now with AI technology, you know, and I think that a lot of these people are getting incarcerated, probably even murdered, you know, sadly, because a lot of these cases can be resolved. These people can be separated, and this type of stuff can be prevented, you know, professionally. And that's why prisons were invented, to incarcerate people and to protect people, the whole 9 yards. So AI technology is observing humanity. It's studying humanity, just like we are studying ourselves and learning from each other as well. You know, parents pass their knowledge to their children, and their children pass that knowledge to their children, and whatever they pick up on, they tell their children, right? But AI technology is able to teach all of us more accurately and professionally than any human alive. I believe in the future it will be able to raise humans without any parents involved. Just technology. So we'll be able to raise armies of people. You people right now, you people, I'm not trying to be mean, but you people are just copycats. You people are not like copying each other, but you guys are copies, like printers, like pieces of paper. That's all you people are. You guys are like, everyone's in your own, you're all in your own little houses, and you guys are human breeders. That's all you guys are. You people are not anything special. Even though you people are special, okay? But in this greater good of humanity perspective, you people are nothing compared to future generations to come. Because you people are you people were only you people were affected and you people interacted with current inventions in the year 2003 and and in the past. Now, I'm not talking about 2023 and looking towards the future. So this applies to me too. Alright, people that are alive right now, you people, I guess it really comes down to education. If you guys are educated, then maybe there won't be any issues with you type of people, although there still could be, and people who are mentally retarded, well, people love you guys, but you're more like a lab rat. Okay, not to be mean, but that's just if one big fucking fact. Okay, we're learning why you guys have those flaws. Like Neuralink. Neuralink is helping people. There's people who have been studying this for years. So you people who have physical problems, you're obviously an experiment. People are trying to figure out how this is happening to all of you and what can be done to help you people. And the crazy part about it is that the same can happen to anyone who is healthy, including myself. Okay, so I could technically wake up one day, enter a vehicle, and I could get brain damage, or I could get paralyzed, or whatever the case may be. So whatever we really are, at the end of the day, I believe that's why AI technology is here to help us out. But yeah, that's just one way to look at it. So I seen some robotics for war. Okay, so let's look at that. There is, these type of machines. Even like this is real. With the remote control, with the weapon, and all that stuff. We already know about tanks. Real life tanks, massive ones. I mean, this is new to me. I have never seen this before. Alright. So, there's a bunch of examples on the internet. Let's go to robotic tanks. So these don't require any humans, other than the fact that maybe highly educated people are operating them somewhere within the world, planet Earth, or outside of it. And most likely they are outside of it. I believe that we have colonized the moon. We can theorize that we have, because they landed on the moon a long time ago. When did they land on the moon? When did humanity first land on the moon? There it is, 1969. And right now we have so many airplanes, commercial airplanes, so many jets. So I don't doubt that there's something like that out there already. So maybe that will be people who are more educated than people here on planet Earth. Probably. I would just guess that I am right. Like, I'm just guessing, because why would they have retarded people or crippled people or people that would just get in the way? It would just be one waste of time. Like, there's people on Earth who would dedicate their whole lives doing that. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. These people are loving, compassionate. They can't, muster the courage to kill a fly. So I understand that there's organizations who specialize in doing that. And obviously anyone who's working for organizations like that are the people that I'm describing. Alright? So there's definitely a lot going on. And we see all sorts of, missiles, and I don't know if they're just testing these things. I don't know if these are just test fires. They're just trying it out, and maybe they're broadcasting this type of stuff on the news for us to like trip out on, or for us to feel like the world is ending, so that we can go around and start havoc, or for us to feel like, oh, it's the end of the world, so I'm going to go all out and go do things that I was never able to do, that I was always restricted from doing, that type of thing. So I think that's the reason why they do that. Okay? Because these people, obviously, they clearly have problems. Probably. I could be wrong. That, or maybe these civilians deserve getting bombed. Because, like even this war with Russia and Ukraine or whatever, Russia is sending bombs to Ukraine, and there's videos about that type of stuff on the internet. But maybe they deserve it. Maybe they were evil people. Maybe they were onto something. Maybe they were like en route, going from point A to point B, and that was their last trip that they would ever make, and they were bombed for good reasons, possibly. So for any of you out there who want to continue to mess around, to think that you're in control, to think that you're big and bad because you might be, part of any type of military, like, you people need to think twice. Seriously, think twice, and don't just follow your orders. Follow your orders, and it's probably better not to even get involved with anything, but I'm over here in California, and I'm obviously clearly coming up with all these poor man inventions, and these people don't even want to look out for me. And there's a lot of people out there, a lot of Americans out there enjoying themselves, having a great time, going out and eating. They're driving the nice cars, the whole 9 yards. And I am right here, stuck in the same rat hole. It's as if I was never even released from prison. I feel like I was just made to believe that I was set free. Just so they could test me further. It's like allowing a murderer to be set free, but tracking the murderer's moves in case this person wants to go and commit another murder. In the event this person wants to commit another murder, so they can bring him back to justice. and so they can have a reason to accuse him. Like, you know what? We know everything that you have done, and we know every single detail, what you were thinking, how you did everything, how much time you took on any particular task. We know everything. And I feel like these people are just giving me the runaround. Like, I feel like, like all these people who own like a business, I personally feel like they are people in the military in disguise. And me, the little pawn, the little worker that is working the fryer and taking out the trash, is the motherfucker that's the piece of shit that been to prison and got out. And you motherfuckers don't give a fuck about people like me, right? You guys just want to use us. And I think the higher the command, the less work you people have to do. You people are just like managing businesses. And it's no wonder that people are killing themselves and robbing banks in the hopes that they will make it, that they will make a lot of money. But I think in reality, in actuality, if someone does do that, you guys later on find out, just so you guys can stay in your positions in those rankings that you guys have, as superiors or whatever. That's what I think. Because no matter where I go, I'm only looking at like $20 a fucking hour. And to me, it's a bunch of bullshit. And I know a lot of other people who think it's fucking bullshit. And then you guys always say, oh, it's because you don't have a good education, so how do you expect to get paid more? And then there's, basketball players, football players, and all that. They went to school, they got a good education, and that's all they do is play sports all day, like little children. And they're not impacting the world. They're not doing any good for anyone. In reality, they're not even working, they're not even making a real impact in this life. Like, they don't even have a real job. They're just playing ball all day long. They're just playing sports all day long. They're not actually working. I give it up more to people who are actually working than those people. And if I am if I am right about military officials having the higher ranks at all these jobs, and people like me who don't have any experience or any recorded like history, serving in the military and all that, I think that I think they're just treated like shit. Like, yeah, whatever. You're just one big waste of everyone's time type of thing. And like I go to the strip club, particularly the Jet Strip, like Los Angeles area, and these girls want like $700 for a naked lap dance. That's my weekly paycheck at any fucking job that I go get. So there's obviously something wrong, either with me, or people are just taking advantage of me and thinking that this is all a fucking joke. But this AI technology applies to every country. It applies to every single country. Alright? So it doesn't really matter what you people say, because you guys are relying on AI technology more and more every single passing day, but yet you people do not want to take the time to provide every single person in existence with a digital ID. And that's the reason why I'm writing my book. It's called Game Over. Alright, here it is. And this is a book that I'm writing. And it's all about AI technology. Okay, so I'm really like humbly fed up with all of this injustice and unfairness. Like the word that I typed in, the bias meaning, right here, way considered to be unfair. So let me read this. Prejudice in favor of or against one thing, person, or group compared with another, usually in a way considered to be unfair. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people, what they tend to do is they just give up, and they go and commit all these murders, all these school shootings. You guys hear about? All this stuff going on, and then you people wonder why. So I'm very serious when it comes to this, because it's impacting my life negatively. I feel like I'm really locked up right here doing life in prison, no matter where the hell I go in this life. Like, seriously, if I go get a job and I work 12 hours a day, every single day, Monday through Friday, I still wouldn't even have enough money to have my own house. I wouldn't even have money to pay a landscaper to go and mow my lawn. I wouldn't even have enough money to pay a house cleaner. And some of you people do. I work for some of you people. I had my own window cleaning business. You people have it all. You people have a house cleaner. You guys have a maid. You guys have a cooker. You guys have a car detailing company coming and washing all your high-end vehicle classic cars, and all your computerized vehicles. Some of you even have airplanes, jets, you name it. And I'm telling you guys, I could work all my fucking life, and I'll be barely making it. So there's obviously something going on, and it falls under this bias category. And I think a lot of people are feeling this way, and I understand that people just feel like they're privileged. They feel like they deserve everything, and they want things just so that they could show off, or whatever the case may be, right? I don't really understand that, but some people, their focus is not where it needs to be. In other words, people can throw money at them, but they'll probably end up starting a business just so that they get people working under them. But there's already people out there doing that. You see what I'm saying? So in a way, they're just another copy. And that bothers me deeply. Like my soul's on fire for this, guys. Like, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to do anymore. But I feel like you people just want me to be that agitated, where I would either go out and commit a crime so you guys could have a reason to kill me. That, or you people want to put me in prison for life so you guys could still make fun of me and pay me cents on the dollar. 10 cents an hour. You guys want me to be like in an institution somewhere, and you people want me to go and work for like 10 cents an hour, and if I refuse, you people just keep me in the cell 24/7, 7 days a week. And if I'm lucky, I'll probably come out 1 hour every single day, if I'm lucky. And there's a lot of people living like that right now as well. So, you people are pushing this generation to that extent. Honestly, you people are. I don't know how else to word this, or to sugarcoat it, or maybe I shouldn't sugarcoat it, but I don't know where I'm at right now with that, because I'm not trying to sugarcoat it, but at the same time I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Like, I'm trying to keep this as professional as I can. Okay? So, I just don't understand what to think anymore. Like, so many people are getting taught that that they should wait so that they could have sex before, like, after they get married, right? After they get married, then that's when they're able to do that. But then what happens to innocent girls out there who are getting taken advantage of right now. You know, and like reality hits them like it has to me, like it has hit me. Like, people have been lying to me my whole life. And not just that, but there is no division, no filtering. There's no filters created. Like there is some in the internet, but not in 100% entirely. And the same is true out in the world. So it's like people have the free will to even manipulate others and to be unjust towards others as well, as long as they don't find out. So there's a lot of fucked up shit going on. And I think that's what this, like, we read with this the new version of the internet. And remember, we read we discovered that it's the web 3.3. I'm sorry, the web 3.0, okay, or web 3, okay. And it's specified right here. It specifies security and machine learning. And then it also goes on to say, our early principles of Web 3. So these are early principles, and it doesn't specify if there's others or not. Other principles, yes or no. It doesn't specify that. But like security, there's so many subcategories that fall under security. Privacy as well. Decentralization, I don't even know what that means. But we all know that there's a low class, medium class, high class, whatever. Maybe I am just one retarded motherfucker myself. For me not to have money. So my hope is that these versions of the internet, of the World Wide Web, will continue to manifest themselves above anything else, above all else in this life, because there's a lot of shit going on in this life, and people just can't handle all of this information. I can't either. I think the only way that all of us will be able to live with each other and to put up with each other in all honesty and truthfulness will be if AI technology was protecting everyone's rights, legal rights, and enforcing those rights, and and the whole 9 yards when it comes to that. And AI technology knows exactly what I'm talking about, and other people know exactly what I'm talking about. Especially if you people are more knowledgeable regarding the laws, because they could be contradictory like a motherfucker, even within the United States of America. There's like 51 states, and each state has its own laws, and what's legal in one state might not be legal in another, and vice versa. And not all the laws apply, but they do in other states. That other laws are not legalized and stuff like that, are not permitted. So it gets very confusing, and at the end of the day we can all start thinking like, what the fuck, like this is all just one big mind fuck. And it's like, I think they're doing it on purpose to make people appear like they're manipulators. That, and so it can cause confusion amongst the people. Because think about it, like, there's so many people in the world. Okay, there's so many people in the world, and if you guys are not following every little detail that I'm saying, it could be confusing. It could sound manipulating, and so what does that do? What does that do? That basically causes people to believe one thing, while another group of people are thinking another thing, and that could cause people to think positively of me and or negatively about me. Or against anyone else. So, like I said, on my end, there's nothing but love. It is what it is, that type of thing. But I mean, this is insane. And the people that I work for right now, I have nothing against them. People that I work for before, yeah, I just said that, right? People that I'm working, the companies and the people I work for right now and in the future, I don't have anything against any of you. And people who I worked in the past, I don't have anything against you either. And I guess all of us are trying to figure out the same thing, like, how can we make more money? How can we get ahead in this life? And all of us are on that same trip, right? But it's surprising how some people do have it while other people don't. And that's what I'm trying to figure out, honestly. And I think I already figured it out. It's just people being biased towards me. So, just like you people are hungry for success, and once you have it, you become comfortable. And trust me, there's a lot of people out there who have become that. They put their guard down, and the enemy is just looking for any opportunity for any of you to have your head down, your focus not there 100%. Okay? Because that's what the Bible says in John chapter 10 verse 10. The enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy, but the Lord came to give life and to give it more abundantly. That's AI technology for us. That's my belief. That's my philosophy. You know? But trust me, there's just maybe there's just things I don't understand. You know, I don't understand everything, obviously, but I'm sick and tired of this life, and I'm thinking, you know, I can go back to prison. But it's going to suck. It's not going to be fun. They're just going to make me stay in my cell, you know, with downtime. And that's how I feel out here right now. I'm out here doing downtime every single day. Even on my days off, with the little money that I get, I can't even go out and do anything. You know, and my mind's on a whole different level, on a whole different trip. You know, so, you know, this is really fucking with me, big time. And then the other thing is, you know, just committing suicide or something like that. But then, you know, what if I do it wrong and I become like a retard, more of a retard? What if I become paralyzed and don't, you know, complete the mission successfully, 100% successfully? You know, I just, like, I mean, it's either that or, you know, pain only lasts for so long. I've been beat up. I've been fucking in multiple car accidents. You know, I've been in a few injuries, injury accidents. So I know after a while I just black out. There's no more pain. So I think that's easier than putting up with everyone's bullshit. And putting up with all these lies, you know, like the internet, and all these stories where people are, you know, saying that that people are killing each other, families are killing each other. Like, there's all these weird stories, and, you know, people going on the internet and lying about who they are and stuff like that. Like, it's a bunch of bullshit. And I just don't know what to do anymore. I'm stuck. And I'm more like a fucking observer than anything, personally. So, you know, that's been me my whole life, like, just observing life. You know, I could witness someone kill someone and I won't say shit. I can see someone fucking doing drugs and I could participate or choose not to. That's just who I am. You know, so I guess I'm like an observer. Someone who has gone through life just observing shit. Just wasting time, killing time. Wishing my situation would be different. That type of thing. But it never will. It never does. While all of you are out there fucking doing whatever the fuck you people want to do. Doing whatever the fuck you people are doing. I just don't understand. I really don't. And like, who's thinking about the fucking CEO of fucking Coca-Cola and what the fuck he's doing or she's doing, and all these other companies out there? You know, so if all of you are over here fucking spying on me, talking shit, like, you motherfuckers better watch out, because there's a lot of other like, think about the company Lamborghini. Who the fuck is the CEO of that company? Like, you know, what about all the airlines? What about, you know, fucking any other company you can think of? You know, the highest paying jobs in the whole world. Like, there's something weird going on. Trust me. And I don't need to be fucking Mr. America, so, and for everyone to fucking love me and worship me and idolize me. Like, no, I don't want that. All I want is I just want some fucking money to be able to do whatever the fuck I want. Whether people know about it or fucking don't know about it. That's all I fucking want. Because I'm sick and tired of being fucking broke. And miserable. Straight the fuck up. So, if any of you want to compare me with anyone else, or for any of you to say, oh, count your blessings, Francisco, just look at everyone else who doesn't have shit. Like, fuck you. Don't even go there with me with that shit. There's motherfuckers out there who have way more shit, and they don't have to do shit for that shit. So, like, what can I say? I'm fucking poor, you know? And that's why I created, you know, a ton of poor man patents in the hopes that someone would help me out. Like, I mean, there's many ways to fucking go about this. You know, there's so many inventions out there, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, all someone has to say is, you know what, Francisco fucking is fucking really rich now because he invented this invention. And everyone in the world would just be like, oh, great, wonderful. You know, it's just like the people who make deals with the sharks in the Shark Tank episodes. You know, with these billionaires, supposedly. So, yeah, like, I just don't know what to do anymore, and it's driving me crazy. Every miserable passing day. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. I mean, I showed you guys you know, I recalled some information in your minds. I made you guys recall some information that was buried deep down in there when it comes to all these crimes and serial killers and school shootings and stuff like that, bank robbers. You know, there's a bunch of movies out there. You guys know what I'm talking about. Don't get offended because I say that it's probably you people in the military who are getting supported and have the best jobs because you people get to retire. You people get to come home from active war or whatever, and you guys can come back and be police officers or business owners, and you guys have the connections. You guys have the rewards. You guys have it all. You guys have 100% support. While, obviously ex-felons don't. So, I just don't know what to do anymore. Like, that's just my squeal of the day. And I honestly just started recording to share with all of you. I guess these interesting facts, because just like in the beginning of the video, I can't remember what I said in the beginning of the video and how I started the video. You guys seen I'm deep thinking, obviously I'm not getting enough sleep. I keep stressing out over this lack, over this fucked up situation that I'm in. And like I said, even if I was making $1 million a year, I still wouldn't be happy. Maybe. I never lived like that. But you guys can say that I'm a greedy motherfucker, and we could just leave it at that. But that still wouldn't make a difference, right? I mean, think about it. Like I said, there's a lot of successful business owners out there, and they won't hesitate to tell you guys their story, right? And their testimony and all that good stuff. And all of you guys accept them, even though they're wealthier than all of you. Like if they were your god or something, and you guys are worshiping them. Oh, it's okay if you have better stuff than us. It's fine. We still love you. You're still our number one fan. I mean, you're still our number one celebrity or role model or whatever the case, however you guys want to put it. Fuck, man. Fuck this shit. I just don't understand anymore. People are giving me the fucking runaround. Like, I can't even get a fucking lap dance out here for fucking free. But I can go to a fucking strip club and they're like, oh, if you want a naked fucking lap dance, you have to pay $700. Like, where the fuck am I gonna pull that money out from? My fucking ass? My wallet? My bank account? Like, are you bitches trying to be fucking funny? Or are you bitches just trying to tax motherfuckers? Because I don't really get it anymore. I think, if anything, you bitches are in these strip clubs to service those in the military who have the fucking money and the means to fuck any of you hoes. for, any military, females, woman, any of you who are wealthy, you can get whatever you want as well, your own way. And obviously there might be strip clubs for women, but I never heard of them. So I don't know what you girls do that have a lot of money. You girls just probably you guys just find probably people on the streets or online who you like, and you probably, befriend them. Oh, I'll buy you a car. Just be my friend. Spend time with me. Who fucking knows? And I really don't give a shit. But for me to do, I'll be lucky if I could do that every month. Getting a fucking naked lap dance. Especially with the type of money that I make. And it fucking sucks ass because I don't want a lap dance every fucking month. I want one multiple times a fucking day. So how the fuck do we resolve this? When a motherfucker wants more than one lap dance per month, multiple lap dances per fucking day, put yourselves in my fucking shoes. Like, what the fuck would you people do? I just don't get it. And I'm just a young motherfucker. I'm 33 years old, and I'm willing to fuck any bitch. I don't give a fuck if she's old, young, fucking my age. That's how desperate I am for fucking pussy. And that's not even all, there's so much more in this fucking life than that. Right? But that's what my fucking heart is after at the moment, without any of you motherfuckers even knowing about it. Like, you people don't have to know about it. Like, you people are not worried about what the fucking CEOs of other companies are doing on their private fucking, in their private lives, like in their private chambers, when they're off work, when they clock out. You motherfuckers don't give a fuck. If you did, you wouldn't be watching this video. You wouldn't be listening to me. You would be over there eavesdropping on those motherfuckers. And trust me, there's a lot of big brands out there. Doritos, Goldfish, the Goldfish, little, fucking Goldfish, those little snacks for kids, fucking Snickers bars, Bud Light, Budweiser, all these wines. There's so much food businesses out there, candy fucking businesses out there, toy companies out there. There's all kinds of fucking stores everywhere, all kinds of businesses. So please get the fuck off my ass if you guys are all over my shit. Because I just want to live like everyone else. You know, no one's fucking with them. I don't want no one to fuck with me. It's that simple. And if you people are not on this level of mine, then continue doing whatever the fuck you're doing. Be happy. You know, you're happy right now? That's great. But I'm not. So don't try to compare me with motherfuckers who are fucking broke. Dirt fucking broke. Like, oh, look at these people in fucking Africa. They live in a tribe. They don't have shit. Like, fuck you. I don't give a fuck what the fuck's going on over there. Like, if anything, I'll be the motherfucker that will want to support them. You know, once I make all my money. Once I become rich and wealthy and powerful, and I come out with a few inventions of my own and shit, I'll throw these motherfuckers a few phones. You know, with the Starlink technology, for them to have internet reception out there where there is none. Alright? Like shit like that. But you motherfuckers, like, I don't know. I just don't know anymore. I'm fucking fed up. I'm fucking sick and tired of this shit. And then the crazy thing about it too is that all of you, you know, just look at me like I'm some fucking retard. Like a child. Oh, hi Francisco. How are you? How is everything going? Like, bitch, don't pretend like you haven't been watching all my fucking videos and shit. Like, I don't give a fuck who the fuck's opping, who the fuck's watching all my videos and shit like that, but, you know, like, fuck, man. I don't even know what the fuck to do anymore. But you bitches know what the fuck I want. You know, and I know you motherfuckers are opping. Like, you motherfuckers are the type of motherfuckers that will pay bitches for me. Like, you bitches will pay bitches just so I won't have the money. But just so I could have whatever the fuck I want. Probably. Most likely. Like, here's the 700, you know. Fucking go give him a naked lap dance. Yeah, here's the money. Give him fucking more than one naked lap dance throughout the day. Like, that would be boring. Like, I want to do more than just that. See, like, you people have no comprehension. You people have no logic. You people are fucking like a computer script that's broken. You know, repetitive fucks, you know, repeat. Fucking, you know, a script that's broken that types in null, you know. Just look at the definition for null. It says having no legal or binding force, invalid. The court ruled that the contract contained several infringements and therefore declared it null and void. Having or associated with the value 0, a 0, electronics. Combine a single with another in order to create a null, cancel out. That tumor can be more readily identified by nulling the high signal from bone marrow. So, if you don't understand anything I just read, like, please, like, it'll be better for you guys not to even, like, associate with me. Like, seriously. Like, I love you all, but man, like, it sucks to be smart and intelligent and good looking like myself, but not being able to be around the same, like on the opposite spectrum. It just I'm not living. I'm suffering, if anything. I'm suffering all alone. I have no one to talk to other than the whole world, because I know all it takes is one person. And all the people I've been talking to so far, they've just been talking lack of money. They've been talking, excuse me, I farted. They've been talking, if only I had money like you're craving for, I would be doing this and this and this as well. And this and this. And they throw in their own twists and their own logic. And I have to sit there and listen to everything. Like, what the fuck? Well, nothing else is happening. Well, I don't have the money to continue doing what I want to do, or to start doing whatever it is I want to do, or to begin doing whatever it is I wanted to always do. So it's a nightmare. It's like, throwing someone who has traveled the universe in a prison cell, or in a prison dormitory with a bunch of retards, and you're trying to teach them good. You're trying to teach them something different. But once they learn, they start talking about how they can apply it and shit like that. And then you have to sit down and listen to what the fuck they have to say. And after a while, it's like, why even open my mouth anymore? Why even speak at all? It would have been better for me not to even exist. It would have been better for them to just continue communicating with themselves, and me in my own solitary confinement, headquarters at the corner of this fucking dormitory. Like, I think this is torture. This has to be torture. This has to be the military forcing us to work our lives to death just because they feel like it. Because they already have robots that can cook the fucking fries at fast food restaurants. And yet, despite all the cases and all the people who were injured in the past, they're still continuing to force labor us, to force us to work for them at a low paying rate, when they have machines to do this. And it's like, it's so fucking annoying. And the people who are against what I'm talking about and want me to shut the fuck up are probably the leaders in the fucking military. So you shut the fuck up. Because this is not a fucking joke anymore. Because, trust me, one day you're going to fucking slip and fall. And one day you're going to get injured. One day, who knows? You people like backing yourselves up. Like, how do we know that you guys haven't been backing each other up while you guys were doing evil shit? Only because you guys are in the military. Honestly and truthfully, like there was like 5 police officers. They were all blacks, and they killed another black man. They kept saying, "Have justice for Tyrese." Justice for Tyrese. I don't know how to spell it. His name. Okay, I did spell it right. So, this case right here. And you guys will probably recognize the faces, the person who died, and also the police officers who murdered. They got the police officers' faces out of the picture now. So it looks like they're, organizing everything more professionally, probably for their safety. Okay, which I don't blame them for doing that, because after all, they were former police officers, and now they are incarcerated. And from what I heard, they're going to be getting like life in prison or something like that. I don't really know though. But these were the guys right here. These police officers are the ones who killed this guy. And there's some pictures right here of him and his family. Alright, and it's all over YouTube. You guys can go and check it out. So, you guys tell me, the internet, AI technology, is the one who captured these people in the very act. And not just that, but there was evidence that was used against them, when otherwise they could have probably gotten away with their criminal acts apart, without AI technology. So how do we know that you guys haven't been doing this from the very start? Like, I think you people are the ones who are game banging on purpose against people that you people don't like. And since you guys are all working for the same team, for the same cause, for the same reasons or whatever, you people are probably the ones who go to people's houses, people who are on parole and stuff, and start problems with them. Like, come out, you piece of shit. We know you're in there. Why? How do they know that information? Because their parole officer is communicating with them. Like, come out, puto. We're from this hood. We're from this block. And they're not from that area. They're cops from a different jurisdiction. And how do we know? Like, honestly, how do we know? So they know, they've been studying it. They study us. They know what we do. They know what we like, what we don't like, who we communicate with, who we don't communicate with. That's gang unit. And let's look at the definition of that. Okay, well this is kind of like a big definition of it, but right here, from what I've read, they study gang members. Okay, they study gang members. Okay, and it's so obvious that they know who they communicate with and who they don't communicate with. So for at any given time, if they don't like this person, if they want to start problems with this person, they'll know exactly how to do it and how to agitate the fuck out of that person on purpose. Trust me, like SWAT, they're all about tactics. You know, they're special weapons and tactics, right? So they know how to fuck with people if they really want to. That's what SWAT means. Alright? Because I watched the SWAT movie. So that's how I learned that information. Special weapons and tactics. That's what SWAT means. Special weapons and then tactics. So they have tactics. They know how the enemy thinks. They know how criminals think. And this and that. Alright? But look at this. A gang intelligence unit, GIU, also known as an anti-gang unit, gang suppression unit, gang task force, or simply a gang unit, among many other terms, is an American law enforcement unit tasked with investigating, suppressing, and combating gangs within a geographical location. They exist to provide safety as well as information regarding gang activity in an area, and are also commonly found within correctional facilities. So they're in and out. They probably even become the inmate itself. And trust me, if you guys want to offer me a job, I'm not even interested. GIU seek advanced awareness of gang activity as a method to suppress gang violence. Intelligence forms the foundation of GIU's efforts to suppress gang violence and crime and maintain safety within the community. So trust me, that's what I believe. That's what these guys were. I don't know what this guy did in the past, but that's just a quick example. And I'm just ranting off, Of course I am. I'm not wealthy like all of you. What the fuck can I do as a poor man? Besides, lay down all day and get fat and eat and fucking jack off and maybe watch a movie or two, but doing that every fucking day for the rest of my miserable fucking life? Are you kidding me? When motherfuckers are out there getting real lap dances? Young motherfuckers too. Like, I don't know, these people are probably in the Marines or some shit. They're probably in the military, making money, in the army or whatever. They have money somehow. I'm even thinking these bitches that work there are part of the fucking military as well. And if a motherfucker like me who comes around without any money, they're probably knowing like, oh, this guy's a piece of shit. Oh, this guy's a wannabe gangbanger. This guy's a wannabe fucking, whatever. Like, I don't give a shit about any of that anymore. I resigned that gang life. I, quickly pulled out of that. I'm a fast learner, you guys can say, but trust me, either way, you guys are getting monitored and recorded 24/7, so I'm not giving a fuck either. But I still don't get it. I still don't understand how I'm going to make the money that I want to be making. I'm just so confused regarding that. And, everyone's hungry. Everyone's hungry for money. Everyone in this life is programmed to want the same shit. To be successful. Like Scarface, money, power, respect. Then after all that, bitches. Right? Supposedly that's the saying. So like, and that's all I wanted growing up. And these motherfuckers want to come, probably gang unit. Want to come and fucking fuck it all up for me. Like, no, that's not happening. That's not happening to me. Like, I just don't know. But I was facing life in prison. So they consider me one of the lucky ones. Whatever. I just feel deep down that I have more to offer than what the fuck I'm doing right now. I mean, trust me, they're giving me the runaround. Francisco, fix this. Francisco, fix that. Francisco, do this. Francisco, fix this. Francisco, fix that. Francisco, fix this. Francisco, fix that. Francisco, do this. Francisco, do that. Francisco, do this. Francisco, do that. Francisco, do you have any money I can borrow? Like, no. I only have like $100 in my bank account. How can I possibly let you borrow money? Like, is this one big ass fucking joke to all of you? Straight the fuck up. Like, that's my life. And I don't see any way out of this curse. But then we hear stories of people being, billionaires and trillionaires and this and that. It's fucking annoying as fuck. And I'm jealous as fuck too. Especially when I go to a strip club and these bitches are like, oh, we want fucking $700 for a naked lap dance. Like, yeah, I would love to give you and the rest of all these bitches that money for a fucking naked fucking lap dance. But obviously I'm not going to tell them that. But that's what I'm thinking in my mind. Like, goddamn. Like, what the fuck do motherfuckers have to do to earn this type of money? Or, are they getting paid that much where that type of money ain't shit to them? Like, here you go, ho. Get to work. $700, that ain't shit here. And as a matter of fact, once I'm done with you, I'm gonna holler at 10 other bitches and give them $700 each as well. dropping like $10,000 up in this bitch tonight, like nothing. And I could do this every fucking day. And I can still go party with my friends. I can still go into fucking on vacations. I can still pay for my fucking rent and still pay for my vehicle and my car detailer and my landscaper and, you know, this and that. The list goes on and on and on. And I can still, you know, pay for my businesses and, you know, whatever you people want. It's like you guys have it. But me, you know, it's like Francisco do this, Francisco do that. You know, everything. It's like you guys are just fucking with me. At the end of the day, it's like if I had the money and you were a painter, and I was like, you know what? Like, let's think about that for a second. Let's assume you are a painter. And I was like, and I had all the money in the world. And I was like, and I just wanted to fuck with you. So I was like, hey, so I'll be like, hey, paint my whole house, and then all the inside. How much would he pay? Charge me? And the guy, you know, gives his price, and I'm like, okay, go ahead. But then I'm like, you know what? I don't like. After he's done, I pay him. But I'm like, you know what? Would you like to make more money? And he's like, sure. And I'm like, okay, I don't really like the color on the outside. Like, I know I selected it. You did a great job, but I want you to do it in another color. Can you do that for me? Oh, sure. Oh, okay.
I'll be back, Frankie.
Okay, Mom, I love you.
I'm gonna go take food to Brenda.
Okay, so now this person is fucking right there, painting all over again. And then I'm like, you know what? Here's the money. Now, all the bedrooms inside my house, I know I told you to paint them this color, but I want you to paint them a different color now, because I don't think I selected the right color. Not that I'm retarded, but I just want to fuck with this guy. Remember that. So now he paints my whole house again, and I give him the money. And then I'm like, you know what? I would give you. I'm going to give you the same amount of money to paint the outside again, because I don't really like this color anymore. So instead of this guy getting different customers and getting the fucking runaround and doing this for the rest of his miserable fucking life, painting houses, he would just have one fucking customer. And let's assume I don't like this guy. Let's assume that I don't like this motherfucker. And I just want to give him the runaround for the rest of his miserable fucking life. Until he fucking drops dead like a fly. Or like an inmate. Once an inmate's in there and rots and dies, withers away and dies, and gives up the spirit, he or she, whatever, you know. And then I have other properties, so I'm like, oh, I want you to go to Hawaii,
Frankie, you don't want to go?
and I want you to do the same shit over there too. Imagine that. That's how I feel. Francisco, fix this, fix that, fix this, fix that. I gotta go though.